despite today's forecast, Lake Mendota is not staying as frozen as long as it once did.
Scientists blame climate change, and our Keely Arthur joins us live from Lake Mendota with a closer look at the trends. Hi, Keely.
Hi, Josh and Leah. Yeah, I feel like I'm working for the Weather Channel. We have the waves splashing up near me, the wind's going, and, you know, we're trying to kind of figure out when these lakes are actually going to freeze. If today's weather is any indication, it's probably pretty soon, but we don't really know. And obviously, once these lakes freeze, it's a great opportunity to do a ton of really fun activities. Ice fishing, ice skating, just taking a stroll out on the lake even. But when it's going to freeze, we don't know. If last year was any indication, it's really a crapshoot. Last year, Lake Mendota famously froze twice. The first time on record was once in December, and then it quickly thawed. The lake officially froze over January 10th, one of the latest days in the nearly 160 years that's been tracked. Now, UW limnologists believe Lake Mendota could begin having winters where it doesn't freeze over entirely as early as this winter, or at least within the next decade, but it really does vary.
In the early 2000s, we only had 21 days of ice cover on our lakes. So last year we had about 80-some days. So it is back and forth, and it is one of those things that people do enjoy guessing because it's not set in stone as far as when it will freeze or when it will thaw.
Is it gone?
Great.
All right, obviously climate change is impacting other local lakes like Monona. Mendota is often talked about because it is one of the most studied lakes really in the world due to the fact that the UW Limnology Department is right down shore from me. And one of the ways that you can actually help in terms of lake health is there are still a lot of those leaf piles that need to be collected. Make sure that you are going to pack those up and bring them to the proper drop-off centers, because if you don't, those leaves are going to come into the lake, and that creates a toxic environment. That's what leads to those blue-green algae blooms that you hear me talk about so much in the summer. So we're always talking about the lakes, but this time around it's about the freezing lakes, Josh and Leah.
All right, Keely, don't blow away out there. Keely Arthur live along Lake Mendota. Thanks, Keely.